Hey everybody, welcome back. Let's talk about 10 of the best graphic design websites and blogs. Now, as a graphic designer, keeping your creative ideas flowing with a steady intake of design inspiration is really crucial. But also, as a creative pro, it's your responsibility to stay informed about trends and techniques and industry news. And graphic design is a really ever-evolving field with new ideas and approaches and technology like generative AI, for instance. All of these things constantly emerging. Whether it's innovative design work, insightful interviews with industry leaders, or expert tips and tutorials, the 10 websites and blogs I'm going to share with you in this video are, in my opinion, some of the best sources of information and inspiration out there. Now, each one of these sites provides its own curation of what the authors believe is the most important thing for you to help you maintain a comprehensive understanding of the industry. Staying on top of these resources will not only fuel your creativity, but it's also going to give you a competitive edge. It's going to help you produce cutting-edge work that stands out both in the marketplace and with your clients. And I recommend that you spend some time every week visiting maybe a few of these sites, because ultimately what you're doing is you're investing in your career growth and your ongoing development and success as a creative professional. Now, site number one is Creative Block. Creative Block delivers a daily balance of creative tips and inspiration across the areas of web design, graphic design, and 3D. It prides itself on being the leading resource for all things design related, and its articles are really in-depth and provide a whole lot of value. And one of the cool things about Creative Block is that it also features physical products and tools that designers can use, like drawing tablets and computers and VR headsets. The site also mixes in a section of how-tos with tutorial articles on everything from social media to software apps. Site number two is AIGA Eye on Design. AIGA, which stands for the American Institute of Graphic Arts, is the professional association for not only design, but all forms of communication design, including photography, UX, UI, branding, environmental design, typography, illustration, and the list goes on and on. The Eye on Design blog is a really rich resource for the industry's latest news and emerging trends and thoughtful commentary from some of the smartest and the most accomplished designers and thinkers in the industry. I especially like Eye on Design because its articles are really so eclectic. They can be news, they could be designer profiles, or culturally relevant themes, in addition to aesthetically focused topics. Now, site number three is Adobe Create Magazine. Adobe is obviously one of the most well-known and well-funded brands in the creative world, and their website really shows it. Create Magazine showcases innovative work from around the world, and it's really deep into tutorials, and it introduces creative pioneers and designers that you might not even be familiar with yet. And the site is certainly useful if you use Adobe software, but even if you don't, there's tons of great stuff there, like live streams and free assets, career resources, and design challenges. Site number four is Design Week. One of the UK's leading design websites is Design Week, and it has a truly international mix of design industry news, trends, career advice, and it's got a heavy dose of information and updates about various annual design awards. The Design Week blog covers all aspects of design, but in comparison to some of the other sites on my list, it also addresses a much broader range of disciplines, including retail, interiors, furniture, exhibition design, and product design. It also provides expert insights into the business side of the design industry, which is super critical for any designer who wants to stay competitive. Site number five is called ItsNice That. ItsNice That believes in championing creativity, and it's one of the most nicely designed sites on my list. They cover a huge range of disciplines, including all the usual categories, but they also have animation, art, print, film, fashion, and lots of others. They deliver an incredible variety of articles showcasing different creative works and talents from around the world. And this makes ItsNice That one of the more inspiring sites on my list from a truly inspirational perspective. You also might want to check out their podcast, and it's got a really easy to remember name. It's the ItsNice That podcast. I want to take a quick break and tell you about a cool group I've started. It's called Brand Design Masters, and it's over on Facebook. It's a really great community of creative professionals and designers and solopreneurs who are networking and getting feedback on their work from each other and sharing news and resources and websites and trends. So I want you to come over and join the group. It's at facebook.com/groups/branddesignmasters, and I'll see you there. Site number 6 is Design Taxi. Design Taxi is a global creative design and advertising community, and it provides a really diverse range of design, creative, and art news. And if you're not on their email list, I suggest you sign up for their daily email because, in my opinion, it's really one of the best out there. The site's updated constantly with really high-quality content ranging from graphic design and advertising to photography and illustration. And unlike some of the other sites on this list, they also have sections for gadgets and smartphones and tech hardware, which is really cool. Design Taxi is great for discovering cool topics of conversation that you can use to impress your boss or your clients if you're an independent freelancer. Now, site number 7 is a really obvious name. It's called The Design Blog. The Design Blog focuses on showcasing inspiring work from up-and-coming designers around the world. And they're really good at carefully curating their content to highlight some of the best in the design world. Now, what's really curious about the site, to me anyway, is that they use a sidebar-based web layout, which to my taste feels really dated and also, unfortunately, doesn't really make great use of the screen real estate for showing the work. Also, the navigation can be really clunky, and there are also quite a few dead-end links and redirects on the site. But the site's really heavy and really great design inspiration in a huge range of categories, so to me, net-net, it's still really a positive. Site number 8 is Co-Design by Fast Company. Now, Co-Design is a subsection of Fast Company's website that's dedicated to the impact of design on business. And it gives you a really great look into the ideas and the leaders and the trends that are shaping the world of design and the broader business landscape. And as you know, I'm a huge proponent of designers learning as much as possible about where design fits into the larger business and marketing landscape. And this site is a really super accessible place to start to learn more about that. The Co-Design blog is also great for understanding how design intersects with social responsibility and technology and innovation, and because it's Fast Company, the world of startups. Well, I hope you're discovering something new in this list of the top 10 design blogs and websites for 2023 so far. And if you are, now would be a really good time to hit that subscribe button and bang that notifications bell so you can get alerted when I post a new video or when I go live. And also, I'd really appreciate it if you forwarded this video to a friend or a colleague so they can be inspired by it too. Okay, now back to the list. Site number 9 is ComArts Design. Communication Arts is a premier source of inspiration for graphic designers, art directors, design firms, corporate design departments, advertising agencies, interactive designers, and all sorts of creative professionals. And the site has really in-depth profiles on designers and showcases the absolute very best in design. And in my humble opinion, some of the most authoritative explorations of the current trends in the industry can be found on the ComArts Design site. It also has a really unique emphasis on the crossover between design and advertising, making it a valuable resource for those of you who are involved in that side of the industry. One cool thing to mention is that the site also features sections for 5 other disciplines in addition to design: illustration, typography, photography, advertising, and interactive. And finally, site number 10 is Entrepreneur Magazine Design. Now, a lot like Co-Design by Fast Company, this is the design section of the Entrepreneur Magazine website, and it features articles on design from a business and a startup perspective. It covers a wide range of topics, including branding and web design, product design, interior design, and brand identity. And this blog is particularly valuable for entrepreneurs and startup founders, and also business-oriented designers who really want to understand how good design can drive business success. I also find that this site is a really great resource to curate content from to share with your clients or to post on LinkedIn. So that's it, 10 amazing and inspiring design blogs. Okay, now before you go, I want you to know that I offer one-on-one coaching for creative professionals on advancing or pivoting in their careers. So if you need help getting to that next level or just figuring out what to do or where to go next, go to philipvandusen.com/one-on-one and schedule a session with me today. So until next time, bye for now.